I've been having to straighten everything I made about 3 times now because Sunny keeps going up to it and keeps pulling it. And she's actually really checking that it's really solid because first time it was really flimsy. She pulled out the boards. She made the rope really down. And look, she continues. She continues to do this. Okay, this one still needs to go in, Sunny. Yes, this one's not really solid in there. You're checking the quality of our control. Excellent. What we're doing here, we're setting up a control belt, and we're putting all three of our different biofertilizers separately. And you see over here, we have animal manure right here. The board is still going up. Here is nettle tea, and over there, this area over here, this is animal manure. This area over here is going to be the effective microorganisms, and the last one over there is what we have over there left. Ah, yeah, the last one is ashes, and then there will be 3 belts with actually interactions of all 3 of them. So you will actually have overlapping. So once again, this is nettle tea, this is animal manure, and this is effective microorganisms. We just need to put up the board because Sunny already pulled it up. I mean, look at this. She's really fascinated with all types of DIY projects because she imprinted on me. I'm her daddy. So everything that I do, she automatically like goes in. And look at this. I mean, this is so funny. Sunny, what are you doing? You're checking. Okay. Wow. Wow. You really are. You are DIY goose. See? Okay. We just put it in there. But you're right, Sunny. You are completely right. This board really, really needs to needs to go in a little more. Sunny did her job. She found a weakness, and now, look, now proudly she walks away. She's like, I've done my destructive testing. I showed you what needs to be done. Now you do it. So yeah, exactly. This is why I was, I've been dealing with dyslexia and HADD. So actually concentrating has always been hard for me. And this is also something that's been used against me here. There's a really low awareness of mental issues in the countryside. That's one. And it's often used in a derogatory, insulting ways. And second thing is, there's no safety net here. Any type of mental health, like awareness of therapy, something that's used to help people, is completely non-existent. If you go, this is a global issue. This is a global issue. We're like raising awareness because none of us are perfect, but also a lot of us are even those that are not functional. I mean, we especially owe them more help. It doesn't matter if you're semi-functional or non-functional. This is something that calls for compassion. But anyway, so Sunny was actually showing me a way to deal with this, and this is have a solid board right in the earth, right, Sunny? Sunny, now that she's done her work, she's up there eating sprouts. This is wheat sprouts. She loves them. Yeah, Sunny? You keep looking, you keep checking on us. If we leave, you follow us. You're wonderful. And you keep checking if there's a risk over there. If there's anybody coming, she raises geese are incredible protectors. Geese are known for actually saving Rome because when all the, we don't know if that was necessarily a good thing at that time. Since a lot of people that were raiding Rome were coming from those areas of Europe that we live now, geese raised an alarm. They raised an alarm when all the soldiers were asleep because they're really incredible watchers. They protect the flock. And that's why they're also very aggressive at times. So, once again, so what we have here, we have 3 different areas. We have effective microorganisms. We have another board. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay. So we're setting up the areas. We already applied half of them. So this will allow us, yes, microorganisms here. And this will allow us to actually see the interactions. this one. I need to sharpen a little bit. Yes, so microorganisms here, ashes over there, and then there will be 3 belts running through each. So you'll have microorganisms mixed with ashes, mixed with nettle tea, and mixed with animal manure. And here is our control belt. We'll take photographs. So we know all of them. We know all of them are really excellent, but it's really interesting to find out what a really good combination is. And we have the crew coming. What's going on, guys? Is there another? Oh, okay. There's another piece over there that needs to go in. You're right, Sunny. She really is the supervisor here. And wonderful animal therapy and companion. Right, Sunny? Let's say hello to Sunny. I mean, our little wonderful sweet goose. Sunny, I don't have an apple for you. They both love apples. All 4 of us love apples. The pooch, Sunny, and the duck. And I just want to show you just like a little tidbit of what we have here, and also like show you how wonderful they are. They will be the first one to follow before even the dog does. Come on, Sunny. Oh, yes, you're checking the string. Or maybe not. But here we have the wonderful flowers already blooming around our willows. We're still in the process of putting names. So this is Moreno's. Actually, I want to thank the person that also, I'm really horrible with names. She has helped me a little bit as well. You know, we all have to be best. If you know, oh my God, this was a motto of former first lady, so maybe we won't use that motto. But look at this. This is an incredible belt. Somebody that was really incredibly supportive of us. A seed supplier that Eddie's walking in between our legs. You guys are so sweet. And look at this. Okay, Pooch is following, but very often the Pooch doesn't come and they do. Here we have another winter crop of radishes, and here we're separating. Actually, we're applying nettle tea just to one part of it and microorganisms to the whole part. So we're going to see here if there's a positive interaction of microorganisms versus nettle tea. This is something that we're dividing in half. So not only is that particular a test area, but we're actually testing on all of it because there's different soils. And look at this wonderful willow, and this our wonderful Pooch that was also so sick and that came back. It's so amazing to actually have an animal, have a creature in your hands that's sick, and I'm so grateful that, you know, this wonderful little Pooch is back with us and living. And he was completely unresponsive. He wasn't breathing. He wasn't breathing. He was breathing very shallowly, was not responding, was completely out. And, you know, it's so wonderful. It shows that, you know, if we help all the other creatures in our creation, you know, there can be a positive outcome. And that's very important that we don't give up. Here we have Phacelia growing next to the bend. This is a pollinating bend. It's almost too late for pollinators, but it's also, most of the plants here are nitrogen fixing. And this is so cheerful that with our wonderful willows for our lovingly departed over here that we have, that now when everything is done here, we already picked up this buckwheat, that we have this blooming belt of flowers. It's so hopeful because look, this willow is already, you know, the leaves are almost gone, not quite yet. From this one, there's still Phacelia over here. The chances are this won't get a chance to bloom, but it's doing nitrogen fixing. So we'll be able to turn over the earth or even cover it up. And this is going to be a really wonderful, we're introducing the wild pollinating herbs over here to sustain the insect population, which is collapsing, and it's really huge risk of a collapse of our crops that need the insects to be pollinated. So this is not something that we're doing because we think it's cool. And yeah, so look at this. This is another willow over here. Not everyone we planted the flowers around, but this wonderful belt of flowers, it's really lovely. And our wonderful Sunny following us. Sunny, you're the sweet one, a sweetheart. You were the first animal that came to visit. I feel like I didn't buy you. I feel like, and look, you know, I feel like being part of the tribe, being part of the flock, going together for a little inspection. So here, our row of willows with flowers comes to an end. But we're starting here. Here is the ones that didn't get a chance to sprout, our last ones. They will sprout. They will put up a really wonderful branches in winter. As soon as winter is over, in spring. And here we have another belt. We haven't gotten to it with our testing. We'll set up areas tomorrow. We've just been doing effective microorganisms, and another one. This is going to be our ultimate testing one, because this one was already thin, and look how they're going ahead really fast. Lovely. And this is going to be really lovely because everything is really uniform here. Everything is really straight. So we'll divide and we'll apply the individual different biofertilizers to see what the combination is best. Here we have cardboard used to prevent the grass from growing too much. So it's not enough cardboard. We'll put up some more because it definitely needs a little more over here, because we'll be reestablishing the wild pollinating herbs to replace just this grass over here as well. So this is our next project, is to put up more cardboard over here. And that tall grass that's left there, it's really actually wonderful because that can be really pulled out easily, and in itself is doing the same thing as cardboard. It's hushing out the grass, which is only growing on an edge. It's a different type of grass. And here is our last of calendula. Look at this, still blooming, still wonderful, lovely flowers. Still, we're going to do last picking for medicinal extract of the calendula. And look at this, it's warm enough where there's pollinators and insects and flies fully flying. And also we will go in here later today and do seed collection. And I just want to show you also another, we have buckwheat, nitrogen fixer, and also our seed and our animal food and our food for the winter that we're hand picking slowly. Another field over here. And another field of radishes over here. Radishes are the last crop. We also have lamb's lettuce that's just beginning to come through. And yes, this is going to be a really good field for testing too. We'll do testing here as well. And there is a belt of radishes here as well. So now it's pretty much radish extravaganza. Some of the most youngest ones, there's a possibility that they can freeze if there's an early frost, but we're still picking them for microgreens. This here is just amazing because you just pull it to thin it out, and look, oh my God, this is the smallest ones that I've seen with actual full radishes. This whole thing is wonderful, wonderful salad material. It's extremely healthy. You can put the whole thing, and the leaves are just wonderful. They're crunchy. They have a zesty, almost like rucola type of a taste, except they're crunchy. So I absolutely love them. It's an example how we really should not be throwing out so much as we do. Most of the radishes you don't use, even with the older ones, you don't use the leaves, but you could use them in a soup. You could use them in a salad. So much more lovely to make a soup out of this than out of our friend over here, of course. And especially our goose as well. Not that one is greater than another and that we would eat one first. Like they're all our friends. They're all our wonderful companions and part of our crew. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Eddie, for being so sweet. And by the way, look at this. Her feathers are wonderfully growing back. Wonderfully growing back on her neck. The color of those feathers is showing up already, and look at the beautiful coloring. She's one of the old breeds that's we're preserving here. It's old Polish duck breed. It's basically a wild domesticated duck. It's really fascinating. Her coloring are really beautiful. The blue is not really showing so much now, but it's just beautiful. She looks like a little bird of paradise. I mean, look at this glow. Going from green to blue. And Sunny, you're beautiful too. And Sunny is a saddle goose. She has a brown area right underneath their wings that actually looks like a heart. It's really beautiful. You are a sweetheart, Sunny. So yeah, so there's a lot of work. If any of you want to come and help, you're more than welcome, or just come anytime and visit us, chill out. Here's more buckwheat that we have. Some of this, the seed itself is also an excellent fertilizer. It can be actually composted as well. So some of it with the seed will compost as well. Use it as a rich nitrogen compost as well. So anyway, time to run. Oh, and this is really the sweetest. This is a little memorial garden that we did for my father, in the shape of a T. This is it just came in. This is really incredible. I didn't know there would be time. So look at this. This for Ted, and there's still flowers here. We did a little memorial there, and look, you can see the shape. It's a flower T that you can see all around. Beautiful. So it's like the energy of my parents. I feel like it's ever present. This is why I'm doing this, why I'm here. And it doesn't matter that I feel alone, that I feel marginalized and feel all this mobbing and abuse, because that's why I'm here. I'm here to be closer to them. I'm here to keep their energy. And I think that's what's important, you know, and the worse it gets, the more I feel their presence and the more I remember their wonderful energy of love and inspiration. I love you. I love you, Mom and Pop. You always will be here. Papa. Maui.